I managed to get hold of Brindley Greed to find out what the go was with it. So have a listen and let's talk to Brindley. Well, folks, this is one interview that I've been looking forward to this week. Brindley Greed, how are you, mate?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Now you're the creator of Binga Vision. Tell us about it.
Yeah. Well, obviously, Colin Fink had a bit behind, I suppose, inspiring my idea. Originally, I just wanted to sort of capture footage and put together a video that I could show my sponsors. They can't always be at every race meeting or see what it's all about when we travel interstate and race at these big meetings. So originally that was what I wanted to do, and then once the video got published, I guess, a few people watched it on Cartbook and sort of became bigger than what I ever expected.
Much bigger, or just a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit, but it was enough to make me realise that I needed to make another video and sort of make it bigger and better. Yeah.
So this year you racing just the Pro Tour? You're racing anything else as well?
Well, we started out the year in the New South Wales Premier State Cup.
Yep.
But I guess we were sort of really committed to race the Pro Tour with a trip to the World Finals at the end of the year.
Yeah, no, that's
and so we sort of put all our focus onto that, and at Pro Tour we were racing DD2, and to go from Rotax Light to DD2, it is a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
Having front brakes and everything, all of a sudden it becomes a bit difficult. So.
How have you found the transition from say Rotax Light to DD2? I mean, a lot of the guys that are racing DD2 now only race either Clubman or sort of Leopard. So did you find it hard to adapt with front brakes, or is it sort of just coming to you naturally?
It sort of did come to me naturally. I mean, I did have a bit of help from Tom Williamson. He raced these things over at the World Finals 2 years ago, and he's had a lot of experience in them. So a few test days with him, I seemed to pick it up pretty quickly, and yeah. So
yeah, no, that's understandable. Now, I know being a kind of diverse driver, having DD2 and Rotax, you've had a couple of chassis underneath you as well?
Yeah, we, as I said, racing Premier State Cup earlier this year, we were in the X1, which is a really good chassis. For the DD2, we're still running the AX9, which I'm a lot more familiar with, having raced it last year in Rotax Light.
Yep.
And I guess that could have had an effect on the transition between classes, but I think it was more so just the case that we wanted to really focus in on the prize that the Pro Tour could offer us.
Yeah. Now, is it more fun with the 2 gears?
Yeah, it is. It's I get asked that question a lot, and they're really, really easy to adapt to.
Yeah.
I found finding the limitations of having those front brakes, how much further you can go in under brakes. I found that a bit more challenging than adjusting to the gears. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So how has the Pro Tour been going for you so far this year?
Pretty good. We've sort of probably been a bit unlucky. But based off the first round, I think we did have the package to win. We were just caught out by some lap carts. Do
you want to go a bit further into that, because there's been a lot of debate on the Cartbook.net forum about that one?
Yeah. Look. Based off, I watched all the finals before mine, and the blue and red diagonal flags were put out in those heats or those finals before the DD2 one, and I'm not sure what lap it was on, but as we were coming up to lap these carts, I still hadn't seen a blue and red diagonal flag.
Yep.
And I sort of knew what might happen.
Yep.
And so the only way to attack it was to just try and get through the lap traffic as quick as I could.
And the unthinkable happened, didn't it?
Yeah, and then we're just unlucky with what happened, so...
Yeah. So, overall, at Newcastle, you guys ended up second, didn't you? Still?
Yeah, we still got second, which was good, and we set the fastest lap of the race, so it was a good weekend for us still.
What about Todd Road? How was Todd Road for you guys?
Yeah, Todd Road wasn't too bad. I mean, I think my main competition this year is going to come from Kyle Ensby and Grant Smith, and knowing Grant Smith, it's a pretty local track to him. I knew that the Tony Kart team was going to be quick, and I guess if we could get a strong result down there, then we knew that we could sort of be strong everywhere.
Yeah. Did you expect Travis Miller to go so quick?
No, I didn't. He was sort of a dark horse in it all, I guess. But I guess if he's done his testing, he's found a lot of speed down there, and it took most of the weekend for any of us to even get close to that time. Yeah.
Well, just on a side note, you've driven quite a few brands of chassis, I believe.
No, only Arrow and Top Kart.
Okay.
We went to Top Kart back in 2007, I think it was, and we did that just sort of chasing a bit of support. So when we travelled to the the interstate meetings and things like that we could get some support, and it was good our time there. And I think the transition that Rotax had to the Mojo tyres really killed that Top Kart chassis.
Yep.
That seemed to be really good on a really grippy tyre, and the Mojos sort of aren't really as grippy as, say, an MGO, and that transition to those tyres sort of killed that chassis. So
So the X1 with the Mojo is basically where you think is probably the best chassis you've driven, or? Yeah,
definitely. Sort of things I thought the AX9 needed were such things as sort of initial turn-in, and the X1's definitely got that.
Yeah.
That was the biggest thing that was the biggest thing I'd found with it, just the turn-in and the reaction, the initial reaction. So it was that was a great thing that the kart had.
I'd be very surprised if those things don't turn with those 25mm stubs on them.
Yeah, absolutely. They really make it work. So.
Yeah, no, that's good. Now, one last thing, Binga, before we go, because we will have to go in just a moment. But you got anyone you want to plug before we finish up?
I'd just like to thank my sponsors, Deeps Engineering, Headzone Racing Communications, and Superior Radiators. And also thanks to my engine builder, Ian Saville from Karting World.
Yep.
He built some strong road taxes. So.
Perfect. Well, thanks for your time.
No worries, thanks for having me.
And hopefully we'll see some more Binga Vision come Rotax Pro Tour Round 3.
Yeah, absolutely. We're already working on it, so...
Perfect. We'll see you then, Brindley.
Alright then, thank you.
And that was our interview with Brindley Greed not so long ago, the creator of Binga Vision. I talked to him recently, and hopefully he will be at Rotax Pro Tour Round 3 at Rayleigh, who a lot of Australian karters, where a lot of Australian karters rate as the best Australian track in the country.